Let the elephants sound their trumpets. If you're drawn to this session, you passed. You did it. This session is for all of you that have gone through, or rather been going through, a dark period of your spiritual journey and are beginning to think you'll never see light again. Have gotten to the point where you're like, well, I'm going to hold my faith. I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to stay in light energy, even though I haven't really been seeing results. Well, your rainbow is here. Just look in a mirror. You did it. You're still here. And you're better than ever. Hey guys, this is me coming to you guys raw and uncut because I just wanted to say congratulations. Like, we did it, yo. It might not seem like it yet, it might not feel like it yet, but we did it. Just know that your guides have been with you the whole time. Yeah, I know you've been cursing them. Yeah, I know that you've been like, where the hell are you? I know that you've been looking up at where you feel the energy most of the source, of life on this planet. And you've probably been crying out like, what am I doing wrong? Well, let me tell you guys, there's nothing you were doing wrong. It was what was necessary for you to do at this time. And that was called shadow work and the dark night of the soul. Now, these things are like one of the same. It's not really two different things. If you're doing shadow work, a lot of times it's intentional. You said, okay, I can feel that it's time for me to level up. But there are some things that still trigger me. There are some things that still make me backslide and repeat cycles. Why? What are they? And then you have to look at parts of yourself that are keeping things that you have outgrown in motion. Now, the dark night of the soul is not something you choose to go through. And that's the difference between the two. The dark night of the soul is just something your soul is ready to go through. When your soul has gotten to a point where it's time for a transformation. And yes, you still have shadow work, shadows that you've been ignoring. And that could be not just shadows within, but it could also be shadows that stay around you in the form of other people's energy, other people, period. Places that you just can't let go of. Work that is not serving you, but you feel like I need it. Well, the dark night of the soul comes along almost like a tower moment. It feels chaotic. It feels like it's never going to end. It's like being in a dark tunnel and you're just walking blind and things keep occurring and jumping in your path and happening to you and you don't see them coming, but they're triggering different things in you. Sometimes you're crying. Sometimes you're angry. Sometimes you don't know what you feel. Sometimes you feel shame. Sometimes you feel guilt. Sometimes you're just worried as hell. It's like dark night of the soul to me is where you come in touch face to face with all of your emotions, mainly the ones that you've been suppressing. And they all come up. And different situations are what sparks them to come up. Especially if you have not been doing certain things you're supposed to do. And I'm sorry, I'm holding my camera because this is just raw. Like, I just had to get this out now. So many of you have been going through the dark night of the soul. If you want to know why it has felt like I'm in this darkness that's never ending, that's what you've been going through. And if you haven't been stopping to look at what's triggering you, how you're reacting to the things that trigger you, if you haven't been taking the time to really assess the journey, then you're going to find that this time in your life is really difficult. But you do get through it. It's not a time that's never going to end, okay? It's not a time that's never going to end. Now, shadow work is going to take as long as it has to take, okay? As long as it has to take. And that could be, you could go through some shadow work and even the dark night of the soul and find that you still have to repeat it again for a totally different reason another year later. Because you're always growing. You're always having new experiences. So there's always going to be some kind of healing process, something you're going through. It's just that doing spiritual work and getting in a group, especially doing group healing work, it makes the process easier and faster. Okay? So with that said, I want to guide you through a meditation that is meant to still your mind, help you to release your experience going through that dark night of the soul and all the shadow work you've been doing, and open to receive. It's time. Blessings are here. They've been here. But now the light's coming out and you can see them. Hey guys, welcome to the general reading. And I'm hyped. I decided to do the spread first to save time because I know that these sit with me sessions can get very long, especially when people are calling me while I'm doing it. The hell is that about? Okay, so don't be stressed out by bills, y'all. That was a bill collector. I just be like, and hang up. Because, what is the point in stressing about something that you'll take care of eventually. But yeah, that was a side note. I don't know. I just felt to mention that for you guys, especially because this reading, this general vibe about August is totally about being positive. It's all about releasing the energy that might be stuck in your vibration based off of past experiences and opening up to the amazing things that are coming in. Okay. And I mean amazing. I don't exaggerate. I would tell y'all we got some things coming in. Let's see what they are. No, big things. We're going into month 8. That's abundance, infinite abundance. That's the infinite number 8. And I just see whatever you've been working on coming into full fruition by next month and being something that's going to be long-term, offer longevity. And I'm seeing that on all levels. That could be relationships, career, living environment, shifts or changes, friendships, your soul tribe coming in, fertility when it comes to ideas and creativity, even childbirth. But let's get into it. So let's get into it with Amina. Yes, let me contain myself. All right. So first off, we got letting go of stories. Surrendering attachments, releasing unconscious patterns. So that's speaks for itself. Pretty much letting you know that August is going to be you moving into a totally new cycle. And so to do that successfully, you have to let go of the old stories. And that's not to say forget about your past, forget about where you came from, forget about what you've been through. No, you're going to find out more about that as we go along. What it's saying is stop telling it the same way. Stop telling yourself the story in the same way. And you may not even be conscious of it. So you're going to have to just start to pay attention to the things that creep up unconsciously. For example, maybe you get offered a great promotion and in the past you had this opportunity for this promotion, and when you stepped into the role, it was kind of overwhelming.
And so you ended up kind of being left in a position where it was like, you didn't do so great or as great as you thought. And you felt like you haven't moved any further. So now, as this new opportunity to be promoted is presented to you, these stories come back to the surface. Like, yo, remember when you got that last promotion, how overwhelming it was? Are you sure you could do this one? That's that conditioned voice. That's what you have to release. And it can happen unconsciously. You don't even realize that it's creeping up into your energy until you're sitting there like, did I just let an opportunity go by? Why did I do that? Because of fear that you have not yet faced and released. And that's that shadow work. You know what I'm saying? So it's time to really start to look at where your fear comes from, where your worries come from, where your anxieties stem from, and let those old beliefs of, I can't do it, I don't know if I can do it, I messed up before, it didn't go as planned before, let that all go and start telling new stories. Like, maybe it felt overwhelming before, but I did it. This opportunity is back around again. If that's the case, if it's a repeat, or just, I'm ready for this now. How about that? Don't even talk about the past. Then you have connection through the cosmos, all about community, letting you know that everything is connected, the law of receptivity. And this is letting you know that that your guides are watching. And pretty much you've always had a connection to your spiritual team, whether you knew it or not. And now you're calling in your spiritual team in physical form. So many of you may find you're feeling more distant from blood relatives and closer to people you've adopted as your spiritual family on this planet. And there are some things you're supposed to do together. There are some things you're supposed to manifest. And that time is coming in next month. It feels like you're going to feel like you have developed a community of support, or of just people that you love and that genuinely love you and want to see you succeed. And the things that you have done have not been overlooked. It's like I'm almost hearing like maybe these people are going to recognize you for what you've done already in this world, or just your guides are going to recognize you and what you've put out is going to be coming back. But just know, this is giving me like Six of Pentacles energy, where you're going to feel like you have enough to give, and those you have already given to are going to be giving back to you. It's going to be a give and receive energy. Just stay open to it. Because next you have happy, healthy, wealthy, wise. This is like I don't want to say, because if you don't know tarot, then me saying this is like 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups in one will mean nothing to you. But that's literally what it is. It's like you have reached the epitome of happiness emotionally and financially. It's time for you to relax so that it can come in. Peace of mind, self-care, mentorship, fulfillment. They're letting you know you have fulfilled something that maybe you thought you couldn't do or wouldn't be able to do. And for that reason, it's time for you to chill. Maybe you're doing too much. Maybe you're working. Maybe you're not taking time to have fun. Maybe when you do get a chance for peace of mind and self-care, you feel kind of worried about what you should be doing or could be doing, or you're unable to enjoy it and completely relax because your mind is always worried about what bills you got to pay or what responsibilities you have at home or at work. They're letting you know that next month, August, you are meant to enjoy life. You're meant to have fun. You're meant to be happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And that is all what's coming in as you let go of the old stories and you connect to your soul tribe in the physical and in the spiritual realm. And then we have the alchemy of poison. transformational lessons, reclaiming personal choice, and radical forgiveness. Now, the alchemy of poison speaks mainly about having gone through some ish. Maybe it's some really dark times you had to deal with and integrate into wisdom. And that is alchemy. That is mixing things to make something else. So, what may have been poison to you, you have been able to blend with love, with forgiveness, and flip it so that now it's not poisonous to you. Maybe it's poisonous to those who try to come against you. And now you're getting to a point where you're transforming through these lessons and changing what was once seen as poison to something beautiful. So maybe at one point you couldn't see the light in your negative experiences. Maybe you only saw them as negative. And now, next month, you're going to see how all of those hard times got you to where you are, and appreciate them and use them is the main thing I'm hearing. Use them to propel you forward rather than using them to hang on to the same old sad story. Okay. At the bottom of the deck was the sovereignty of magic. And I can't help to notice surrender to the change, because that's exactly what is coming in next month. But the sovereignty of magic speaks of miracles and spiritual forces coming to work for you, creating synchronicities in your life that you've gotten yourself into alignment with at this time. So what you don't see coming in is miracles. Do we ever see miracles coming in? No, you're not supposed to. They're just supposed to come, and you're just like, oh. But yeah, next month there's going to be a lot of things coming in that's going to feel miraculous. Like, wow, I know my guides are working for me and with me at this time. A lot of things are going to be synchronized. Maybe you'll be in the right place at the right time to meet the right person to get the right opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But that's the vibe. We also have some tidbits, little tips, things you should keep in mind for August. One, ears wide open. Make sure you are really listening, okay? Make sure you are taking the time to shut your mouth, sit back, observe, and really listen to what people are saying to you. This will help you to avoid getting what's the right? I don't want to say bamboozled or gypped in any way, but yeah, this will help you to um, make sure that you are being treated fairly, and not just you, but that you are also treating others fairly. Do you always call people to rant and rave, or do you sometimes hit someone up and say, how are you doing? How are you feeling? And sincerely listen. Not listen with the hopes that now, after they're done, they'll listen to you, but sincerely listen to what they're saying. Because by really listening next month, you're going to learn a lot about people and about yourself. Okay? Now, in doing so, willing release, you're going to realize that there are things you have to let go of in order to create the change that's coming. Now, these are like seeds blowing in the wind, and dandelion seeds. And I just feel like the possibilities are endless for you. You just have to be willing to let go of some seeds. For example, you may have a whole lot of ideas and things that you want, that you're attached to, that you feel like is the end all be all for you. But Spirit is saying you have to let go of expectation. You have to let go of your attachment to certain things showing up and happening in a certain way. And by doing that, you plant multiple seeds of possibilities of how something can manifest for you. For example, if you're looking for more money, release the idea that you have to get a job that pays a lot, that you have to work really hard at. Because as long as you're in that mindset, you're going to find struggle. But once you get to the point where it's like, I want prosperity and I want abundance, and I know that it could come to me in many different ways and shapes and forms, then you'll start to see it show up. Okay? And when it does, acknowledge it. Then we have great big love. So for many of you, next month is going to be bringing in a special connection. And don't think it's just relationships. For some of you, you have relationships that are going to go to the next level, but that's only if you're in a relationship right now that is very, very strong. Next month, you're going to be like, oh my God, we're leveling up. Maybe you guys are getting married. Maybe something occurs where you're moving in together, or you just know we're at the next level of our relationship. But for many of you, this is a great big love of something. Could be a job or career. And then for others of you, I'm feeling, I was going to say love for self, but I was hearing a move. So for many of you, you're going to find the home of your dreams in a location that you are going to love. And I just see you really, really happy and like angelically being guided. So pay attention, like ears wide open, listen. Maybe you'll hear about some place that is taking applications for work or for homes. Or mortgage loans or something like that. And it'll turn out it's going to lead you to your great big love. Your dream come true. Okay. And then we have earth magic. And earth magic is the result of willing release in my mindset as far as this layout is concerned, because it's about knowing that the seeds you planted are going to grow, and just connecting to the energy of earth, because earth is abundant. So as long as you are in that vibration of abundance, of knowing that earth's wealth is endless, you can never deplete this planet of its natural resources. What you can do is abuse the planet to where it may distort how these resources are created, like weather and things like that in the atmosphere. But you're not going to be able to deplete this planet of its gems and jewels and resources that it gives naturally. Water. You might make the water change to the point where you can't drink it, or certain things can't live in it anymore, but we can never completely, not by our own power, take away this abundant planet's ability to regenerate itself. And this is the vibe you need to be in at this time for August to really have its full effect on you, is to trust that the seeds you planted are growing. Focus on one specific one and go with it. Go with that one, because from that one, everything else is going to sprout. Let me take a sip of water. I'm still recovering from a cold, you guys. At the time that I'm recording this, of course. Hopefully in August, I will not be still under the weather. So yeah, earth magic is like the Ace of Pentacles to me. It feels like major prosperity coming in based off of things that you have been planning, you have dreamt of, you've been visioning, you've been giving your energy towards. It is coming in and you're going to be so in love with the results. I see a lot of networking that's going to result in some great projects taking place for some of you. And with the time machine card here, it is very similar to letting go of stories. So it's like where we begin is where we end. Time machine is letting you know that you have to leave some things in the past and some people. You know what I'm saying? Because as time moves forward, you are expanding, you are growing. Not everybody is doing the work that you're doing. Not everybody is expanding and growing. Not everybody is able to see past their past. And you have that ability. That's why you were guided here to this Sit With Me session. Because it's time for you to begin the process of releasing the past, forgiving yourself and others, radical forgiveness, and taking the experiences that you've had in the past and incorporating them in the now. You'll be all the more wiser for it. That is true wisdom. So don't be stuck in the past. A burst of magic. Don't be stuck in the past. Keep your eye on your prize. Keep your eyes on your prize, not just your third eye, but all of your eyes on your prize, because it's coming in. The only thing I see that could get in the way as a collective is clinging to old, worn out stories. If you're someone who's constantly talking about, even thinking about how you were hurt, how you were overlooked, how you were, abandoned or rejected, or, if you're constantly telling these stories again and again and again and again, when you go into August, you're going to find that things are repeating. It's going to be a cycle repetition, and you don't want that. You want to move into the new cycle, and to do that, you have to let go of the old stories. You have to be willing to release some idea of how things are supposed to manifest or what's supposed to manifest, and just really allow your guides to do their thing. Listen, because you're going to be getting a lot of messages from them with the card of synchronicities here, and miracles are afoot. Many of you, I do see dance and exercise as a way for you to really get happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. For others of you, you're meant to counsel in some way. Listening to people is going to be your number one blessing that you're able to bestow upon others, as well. And in turn, by doing so, you're going to attract those who are willing to listen to you. So some of you are also speakers, or are meant to be speakers in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, I'm even hearing shaman for some of you. If you're into herbalism, Wiccan, gardening even. So really be open to the miracles that are coming in August. Close your eyes. Sit comfortably. Palms facing up on your lap. Open to receive. Take a deep breath in through your mouth. And out through your mouth. Take a deep breath in through your mouth, taking in that light and love from Mama Earth. And out through your mouth, letting go of any stress, any worries. Let them go. Take another deep breath into your mouth, filling your lungs up with that light and loving energy of Mama Earth. Exhale and let anything that doesn't serve a purpose in your energy go down, down through your feet, down into Mama Earth to be alchemized and transmuted into something beautiful. Take another deep breath in through your mouth, filling yourself up with that light and loving energy. And exhale through your mouth. Feel your body glowing up and relaxing. No tension, no resistance. Take another deep breath in through your mouth. Take that light in to your cells. Feel it coursing through your veins. Exhale and feel that light shining through your chakras, from the root to the sacral, to the solar plexus, to the heart, to the throat, to the third eye, to the crown. Now breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. In and out. relax your face muscles. Breathe in through your nose. And out. Again, breathe in. And out. Breathe naturally in through your nose and out through your nose, finding your own rhythm in sync with the rhythm of the universe. Deep breaths. And on every inhale, feel the air, the fresh new air, the new beginning coming in. And every time you exhale through your nose, feel that energy leaving. Old cycles, old worries, old fears leaving your body. And just breathe. Breathe and allow yourself to be light energy, which you are. Breathe into the knowing. The knowing that you have made it through. The worst is behind. Good days ahead. Breathe in joy and happiness and abundance. An abundance of great things. Breathe into that feeling. And breathe out anything that doesn't match. This is not a time to allow your conditioned voice to cause you to be in fear, to repeat cycles, to remain stagnant. This is a time of realizing you have done enough. You have done enough. You are enough. Just by showing up every day and being present and still standing in faith, even when you don't see any reason to maintain faith. Breathe and know your strength, your perseverance, your resilience has been recognized. You are a light worker. Yes. Your purpose is to be a light in the dark for many, for the world. And it is time to step into your power. Breathe into feeling empowered. Breathe into knowing you are worthy. Exhale anything, any thoughts, any people, any energy or vibrations that do not match the vibration of light and love. Know that you are love and you are loved. Take your arms and raise them up. Open up your arms. Let your head tilt upwards. And imagine the light of the Most High, of your guides, your angelic guides, of your ancestors, shining down on you, cleansing you of stale beliefs, cleansing you of habits that don't serve you in a positive way, cleansing you of mindsets that are not your own, that have been bestowed upon you by those who were not of the light. Open up and let pure, loving energy pour in. You deserve it. You deserve it. And you can bring your arms down and place your hands on your heart with the left hand over the right. And breathe, knowing you are supported, you are loved, you're being guided. You are guided here today. Your life has purpose. You have an amazing destiny to fulfill. God would not leave you, ever. God has always been with you. Even if God had to work through other people or things, God has always been with you. Now, it's time for you to open to receive. Open to receive. You are worthy. You have done enough. You are enough. There's nothing else you need to do but breathe, trust the process, stay on your path. You're always on the right path. And maintain that wonderful vibration that is attracting in all of these blessings now. Take a deep breath in through your mouth. And exhale any leftover tension, any worries, any stresses. Feel them leaving your body. Take another deep breath in through your mouth. Filling up with that light and loving energy that is so comforting and comes from your guides. Exhale through your mouth and send that loving energy out from your heart center and around the room you're in, the city you're in, the country you're in, all around the world. Take another deep breath in and place your hands back in your lap, palms up, ready to receive. Exhale through your mouth and just feel relaxed and at ease. It only gets better from here. Cycle completed. And take one more deep breath in through your mouth. Feel yourself glowing up, feeling empowered, stepping into your true light. And exhale a sigh of relief, knowing you are worthy of all that is coming to you. now. Slowly begin to return to the space you're in by moving your feet, stretching your arms, wrapping your arms around yourself and giving yourself a hug that comes straight from your guides who love you so much. And when you feel good and energized and loved and loving, open your eyes. And I'll be right back with your Pick-a-Pal forecast for the month ahead. Hey, you guys. What is that from? That wasn't 3, 2, 1 Context. Something from the 80s and 90s. Hey, you guys. I don't remember where that's from. Anyway, what's up, y'all? I'm back with your Pick a Card portion of today's S.T.E.A.M Intuitive Therapy session. Sipping on my coffee, my mushroom coffee. I'm really focused on upgrading my health these days. So I've cut a lot of things out of my life that I had been doing for many years, like smoking. Really, I'll be honest with you guys about smoking. I want to stay fertile for as long as I can. And I wished for my cycle. I don't know if any of you have been following, but yeah, I thought I was going through perimenopause, which I still think I am. My period skipped a month. TMI? Hey. But I'm transparent here. You should know that by now. And now it's here. So be careful what you wish for, because now my stomach is like, bitch, we was great without that. But anyway, all that is to say, most likely after my husband and I, once we conceive, I don't know. Well, he's not with all that, so I probably won't be able to do nothing. He doesn't even like an occasional drink. Like when I'm like, yeah, on my birthday, he's like, no, alcohol is bad, baby. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna be just a healthy bitch now. Those that don't like to be referred, when I refer to myself as a bitch, I'm sorry. It's really just, I'm sorry, I shouldn't do it, because honestly, if someone else called me one, yeah, if we wasn't friends like that, it'd be a problem. But but I, honestly, with all jokes aside, I'm really focused on maintaining my life for as long as I can. You know what I'm saying? I got young children, and just children, and having children in general, or anyone in your life that you love, you want to be around for them as long as you can. So I say this to encourage everybody to, think about upgrading your health this summer. Cut out something that you do that you know is not good when you do it in excess. Cut out something that you do that you know is not good even when you do it once in a blue moon. Maybe even change a mindset that has been holding you back from going after a dream, because that could be a bad habit too. Always staying in this mind frame that you can't have what you want, you can't be what you want to be. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Okay, sorry guys. So anyway, we got 3 pals. I know y'all are like, what the hell was that about? Is there alcohol in her coffee? No, I'm just always excited to mix with the guides and be in their light energy. It just gives me a little boost, especially when I'm feeling up for it and I'm not totally worn out. Like, I'm a little teeter-tottering. I haven't been really at 100% full health since I got back from New York, and I'm about to go again at the time of recording this to do a dance performance. But I'm actually excited, y'all. I haven't done a performance in on a stage since before COVID. So I'm really excited. I hope my body is up for it. Otherwise, the next video you'll see will be me in a hospital bed saying, it was a great show, but anyway, my mind is all over the place. Let me focus. August, the month coming up. from when I'm recording this. You're not seeing this though until August. This airs, let me look at my calendar. This airs August 2nd. So I'm literally recording this the second week of July. But I like to get ahead a little bit because that way I can take breaks and rest. And I think that's also some advice to you guys. Start to try to prioritize, do little by little by little by little of what your responsibilities are so they don't pile up on you, and so that you can find moments where it's like, all right, I'm all caught up, and or I'm way ahead and I can actually chill for a minute. And don't be like me, them people who get ahead and they're still like, well, let me get further, let me keep going. Really take those moments to rest. And I'm telling myself this too. So anyway, we got 3 piles. You're going to choose them by the top cards, which I'm going to flip. We're going to flip them together. I don't know what they are either. They're from the 22 Archangels Oracle. I hope that lighting gonna be annoying today. And we're also going to have a dice roll for each pile. So, pile number 1, we have, Amethyst with Metamorphosis coming through. Let's see if I can fix that light, because I'm not gonna like that shining on my cards. And let's roll the dice. This is the planet dice. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to roll each dice when I start your read. So just know that pile 1, you have the dice of the planets, okay? And Amethyst with Metamorphosis. Pile number 2, so you have Daniel with Divine Discernment. I don't think I need that light, yeah. I hope you're able to see it well, even with the glare. And this is the numerology dice. And pile number 3, you have Haniel, Embraced by Love. And the zodiac sign dice. So again, pile 1, Amethyst and the planetary dice. Pile 2, Daniel and the numerology dice. And pile 3, Haniel and the zodiac sign dice. Taking a deep breath through your mouth. Exhale. Relax. Let go of any tension in your body, any worries in your mind, because everything is going to be fine. And I'll be right back. Hey, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. This is, I don't need that light. In fact, I don't think I need the other light that I have either. All right. This is your reading. So you were drawn to Amethyst, Metamorphosis. And your card says, you are in a vortex of deep transformation. So your advice, because the top cards are your advice, and I usually read them last, but I'm reading them first because I really want you to focus on the great things coming in for you for the next 4 weeks. So your advice is surrender to the process that's unfolding. So if you are going through a huge shift, a huge transformation, a huge change in your life right now, it is going to really take shape in August. You're really going to notice where things are not as they used to be, including aspects of yourself. You may also want to get some amethyst crystal. It'll probably really help your mind stay calm and present. And know that the deep transformation that's taking place is for your best interest. You see this rainbow behind her? It's like showing you that the storm is over now. It's over now. It's over now. I feel like I can make it. The storm is over now. That was so off key, y'all, but you get the point. The storm is over. And the huge change that's taking place within you and around you in general is for the best. So yeah, you may still be adjusting. Maybe you had to let go of some people, or you had to move from someplace familiar, or you had to switch up from a career you thought you'd always be doing in a certain way, but now you're doing it in a different way or in a different location. Whatever the case may be, know that any huge shift in your life is for the best right now. And your advice for August is to go with the flow. Surrender to the process. Now let's see. Ooh, why did your planet dice go all the way into my sunflowers? So when with the sunflowers here, see what you don't see over here in the cut is I have the Buddha Tara here, green Tara sitting here in the cut. And Mama Earth is here. You can see her womb, but the dice went over towards Tara. So this pile here, I feel like that's also an ascended master that you should get to know. So Google green Tara, green Tara, two words, and see what the message is for you there, because that was really weird that it went all the way over there behind the sunflower, not right in front of it. Otherwise, I would have said, oh, there was a attraction to the sunflower, but it went behind it to my green tower sitting back there in the cut. All right, so let's see what planet we have for you. And you have the planet Mercury coming through. So August for you is going to involve a lot of communicating, a lot of speaking, either speaking your truth, reaching out to people who match your level of intellect, also falling into some kind of routine that's different from what you're usually doing. So maybe if you sleep late, you're going to be getting up early, working out, doing things that you don't usually do. And I really do see you analyzing the people you keep around you, the environments you put yourself in. I see you really looking at that very closely. And this being a part of your advice, make sure you are communicating from the heart. Make sure you are communicating, speaking your mind, because you are intelligent. If you don't know it, you are. And you have a lot of wisdom to share and a lot of things you know about that others don't know about. There's also a need for you to just stand in your truth. And that could be a truth you don't want to accept sometimes too. You know, whenever I say stand in your truth, don't always think it means that whatever you believe to be true is right, is fact. When I say stand in your truth, it also means being able to really look at yourself and use discernment to know where maybe you may not have been right in something. And that could be your truth, to know that, okay, I didn't handle something in a good way, and maybe I need to revisit that. Maybe I communicated something was misunderstood, or maybe I communicated something in a way that was really harsh, and I didn't take people's feelings into consideration. That felt like it was for someone specific. I don't know. I don't know who's going to be drawn here. I just give you the message from your guides. But yeah, there's a lot to do with communicating. That's going to be a very important part of your metamorphosis, your change, okay? So let's take a look-see at what you got coming in August. And we're going to take a look in a way that I think, we're going to look at it as in weeks. So week 1, I'm using tarot. We have 10 of Cups. So there is some kind of emotional fulfillment coming in for you in August. If you've been feeling like you're lonely, you aren't emotionally satisfied with your life, August is going to be some kind of satisfaction. But I do hear that it does require something you thought was going to be your emotional satisfaction coming to a complete end. So you may feel like, oh, I walked away from something, but if you did not completely end it, for example, if you have someone still in your energy that you thought was going to be your 10 of Cups, your emotional happiness, but they weren't. You don't deal with them in a relationship anymore, but they're still in your life in some way. That has to come to an end for you to receive your real one. If you're married and you are separated, but you want this emotional fulfillment without divorce, you're not going to get the new. You are in the energy of a deep transformation. Are you hearing me? So if you don't go through the full process that's unfolding, if you don't surrender and do each step that is necessary for you to be completely free and changed, then these things are not going to come in. So don't think just because Amina, my guides told Amina this was coming in. It's conditional. All right. Your advice is letting you know what the conditions are. Okay. So what else we got for your first week? Ooh, High Priestess. Your intuition is on point as August begins. You may even be an intuit. You might want to consider joining my Intuitive Guide Expert Tarot course. Cheap plug, but not cheap. Because I'm really serious. You might want to do that. But your intuition's on point. So the first week of August, don't second guess yourself. And I'm going to take these as for all of August, okay? Do not second guess yourself, all right? What you feel is real, all right? Somebody needs to know that. And you have Temperance. So yes, this is my pal here that needs to be doing what I'm doing. And that's cutting out things that are not good for you. And you know what they are. With Temperance, it's like you feel stuck in a certain habit, or there's a need for you to find a new coping mechanism is what I'm hearing. You're not trapped in any addiction, all right, or any mindset. You can always change it. And sometimes you can feel like that you can't. If you want your intuition to get even more better, you have to find a balance to bring harmony into your life. If you want to be in a happy relationship, you have to make sure you are free and available to be in one. And so is the other person. You have to listen to your intuition. You know exactly what it is that you overindulge in, or that you do, or that you tell yourself, or people you hang around that are no good for you, but you are not stuck with them. It doesn't matter if they're blood related. It doesn't matter if they've been your friend for 1,000 years. It doesn't matter if it's a mate of yours. You have free will to do what you feel, okay? And what you feel is real. Reminder. Let's see what else we got for you. Week 2 for my pal ones. You have Pray from the Heart. Prayer really can move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. So I do feel week 2 is going to be a great week for you to see your prayers answered. Prayers that come from the heart. So things that you really feel you need assistance with. It could be an addiction to someone or something. It could be getting free emotionally so that you can welcome in this 10 of Cups and really go through this metamorphosis. But whatever it is, they're letting you know that week 2, what you pray for can really move things out of your way. All right. Or just praying can really get things that you feel are challenging to you at this time out of your way. All right. Change is coming. Boom. Well, there's your confirmation. I'm here to guide you through this exciting transformation. Oh my God. My pal ones, you are indeed going through a huge life shift. This is a time of joyous opportunity. So if you are able to really do as you're being guided in week 1, getting your habits into order, listening to that intuition, freeing yourself from anything that could stop you from total emotional happiness and a happy relationship and just life in general, there's going to be a huge change coming in the second week. Something you prayed for, an opportunity you praying for or prayed for. Just whatever it is you really, really have been asking the divine for will come in, or the opportunity for it is going to come in week 2, okay? And it's going to be exciting. Like, it's going to bring a huge change in your life, I'm hearing. With all these butterflies, it's just really telling me a huge change, okay? Week 3. So you have consciousness. Week 3, you need to be in the energy of knowing you deserve everything that's coming in. And you are deserving. Look, we got more butterflies. By week 3, transformation complete. It really looks to me like you are reaping You're reaping what you've sown. You're getting that emotional bliss and happiness and satisfaction with life. But you have to be in the mindset that you deserve it. And I feel like that's something you wrestle with from time to time, my power ones. Whether or not you are worthy is what I'm hearing. You have more consciousness. It's a lot with your mindset. Present power. You are very powerful. And it feels like by week 3, maybe you're starting to know it. You're starting to feel it. I feel a lot of solar plexus. That's your confidence and determination center right below the ribs, above the belly button, vibrates to the color yellow. But I really feel that by week 3, that is opening up. You're feeling more confident. You're feeling more worthy and deserving of what is coming in. Stepping into your power and realizing that you are way more powerful than you used to think. Maybe you felt bound to certain ways and addictions and coping mechanisms. And by week 3, you're realizing, no, it's a mindset thing. And you are shifting out of that consciousness and into a new one where you're standing in your power. I'm trying to make sure you can see everything. There we go. You also have people, professional assistants. So week 3, I do see a lot of that communication coming in. You are actually, perhaps maybe during week 1 or week 2, you get yourself involved in something that involves people who are very knowledgeable about whatever it is you want to do. And they're either going to assist you with a project you're working on. They may offer you a job. Maybe they are a teacher for you that offers you some assistance with leveling up in some way. But people are going to be very important in week 3 in helping you level up when it comes to, I feel, your career or your career. Events, loss. But didn't I say you're going to have to let go of certain things that no longer serve a purpose for you? You're literally having to let go. This is not a boat that's coming in. This is a ship that you untied and let go. You're no longer chained to something. By week 3, you may feel a little bit of a loss. Maybe it's going to be a relationship, but it really feels like, or a job, something you really thought you were going to be doing for a long time. But whatever the case may be, week 3 is showing me that you may be in the stage of letting something go that's been in the way of your professional development. Maybe get in the way of your work, or in the way of you balancing out your health, I'm hearing. So you might be releasing habits. You might be releasing people who attracted those bad habits and ways to you, and turning more to people who are professionals in what you want to do. And week 4, we have the Queen of the Light. Illumination, enlightenment, celebration. What a way to end the month of August for you, my power ones. Standing in your light. Feeling way more enlightened. Understanding exactly what your whole journey was about. And getting into the energy of just letting that light in and shining your light out to the world. And with illumination, I also feel like, wait, let me grab my water. I also feel like you are getting a light shined on you. And that, I mean, recognition. People seeing you and seeing how gifted you are. And lastly, the Metal King. Discipline, armor, and boundaries. And I feel that this is a perfect way to end August for you. See, the Metal King here lets me know that you are in a place by the end of the month where you are free of your addictions, or at least you are in a state of discipline where you're able to stop yourself when you feel a craving, or you've begun taking the steps to cut down on something or a way of thinking, of being. And with boundaries and armor, you're much stronger than you were in the beginning of the month. I feel like you go through a huge metamorphosis, and by the end of the month, you're shining. You're in your light, but at the same time, you know your boundaries. You know what you're willing to accept now and what you're not willing to accept. And you're preparing yourself for the fall, for autumn, for the next transformation to take place. And for you, my ones, it looks like you're just leveling up from here forward. Make sure you do the work in week 1 to really get your habits, your bad habits, into balance. Really listening to that intuition and truly releasing any emotional ties you have to things that no longer serve a purpose in your life. And everything should be fine. Speak your mind, communicate, ask for what you need, pray, and ask for help from those that can help you. You have so much support around you. If you only knew, my power ones. This is what I got for you for the month of August. This is the vibe. If you need a more personal reading, check out my description, go to my website, and book yourself a session with me. You will not regret it. Also, join my free Facebook group. Why not? Join the family. If you love this reading, if it resonated, give it a thumbs up. You can start by subscribing to the channel and becoming one of the light workers that are a part of this family here on YouTube. Most are also family on Facebook as well. Follow me on all my platforms. Hey. On that note, I'm sending you so much light and love. Peace. Blessings. Oh, by the way, August 31st is the deadline for submitting your deposit to go on the Bonessa retreat to Guinea in January 2025. All right. And all that good stuff that comes from being a part of this tribe. And I'll be back with part 2. See y'all. Hey, part 2. Welcome to your reading. You were drawn to Daniel. And this is your advice for the month of August. Yeah, this reading, I'm actually reading the advice first rather than last like I usually do. So Daniel says, trust in the messages within. They are divinely guided. That is your advice for August. Listen to the messages that are coming to you that are your inner compass, because they're being sent to you from the Most High, from ascended masters, from whatever guides, and Daniel's one of them, since you were drawn to him, that are walking with you during the month of August. Now let's see what energy you are also going to be in for August. Sorry, I'm sucking on a lozenge for my throat, so I'm sorry about that, but I had a little itchy throat during part 1. The communication part, isn't that interesting? So you have the number 2, and that puts you in the second house, the house of value and gain. I do feel that August is going to bring partnerships for you that you're divinely guided to. It could be partnerships for business, for spiritual work, for love. But I do feel that they are divinely guided. When you feel like you are drawn to someone in August, just know this person was put in your path for a reason, okay? It's like meeting a kindred spirit or a twin soul almost. And there's spiritual work I do feel for you, my pal twos. A lot of spiritual work or things you're going to be doing that have to do with spiritual truth finding, seeking, teaching, in some way, shape, or form. I'm also hearing the summer for you is going to be like so eye-opening for you when it comes to truths. I don't know what that means for some of you. I don't know if you're studying new spiritual beliefs, new spiritual healing techniques. It's just something about a truth that you're going to really have your eyes open and just really feel like a connection to something. And I do see your self-worth raising up. I do see some prosperity coming in and happiness based off of prosperity, but it's all based around you valuing yourself. The month of August for you, my pal 2, and you got the number 2. So 2 is going to be really important for you in August. Maybe August 2nd is going to be an amazing day for you to level up. But yeah, as long as you trust the messages that you are receiving and the guidance that you are receiving, and you stay in the energy of knowing you are worthy, you have value, there's going to be a chance to have some great gains, some kind of prosperity. The sun symbol keeps pulling my attention. So it really makes me feel like a lot of happiness and joy coming in. And this red jasper just wants to stay with the card. So I do feel like an energy boost also coming in for you in August. So let's see what we got for week number 1. Wow, a huge change. We have the death card coming in for week 1. So you're going into August completely new. You are completely burning, like getting rid of the old you or old aspects of your life that no longer serve you in a positive way. You're not playing no games, my 2. You're like, it's not working for me. It's out of here. And through this death will be a rebirth. King of Swords. So you're about to be stepping into your boss energy, your intelligent, knowledgeable energy, where you're not going to doubt what you know. You're going to be able to see right through people. I feel like people that tried to pull the wool over your eyes in the past, they better not try it in August. You ain't going to be with the games. I do also see, perhaps for some of you, this can be someone specific coming in through a huge change you make. A strong masculine energy that's intelligent coming in. I also feel like no fear in speaking up and saying what you're thinking, okay, in August. Just be careful that the first week, because you're making these huge changes and you are being divinely guided with messages, that you don't start sharing these messages in a way that it makes people feel like you're oppressing them or you're arrogant or whatever, okay? And your Queen of Swords, wow. So many of you are really stepping into the energy of saying what you think and being known for your intellect, whereas maybe in the past you didn't feel like you knew what you knew, or people overlooked you. And for many of you, you're completely letting go of an old relationship and letting in a new one that is based off of honesty and truth. The Swords, King and Queen of Swords, are the epitome of intellect, knowledge, humor. Even though these guys look very serious, they can kind of sometimes forget to be in their heart center, okay? But I do feel an emotional death. Maybe you were emotionally attached to something, and in August, you are letting that go and being reborn in an energy where you are using a lot more discernment, divine discernment. Boom. I didn't even realize I used that word again. But where you are not afraid to say what it is you need and you want. And because of that, you're going to get it. Okay, with that too, remember I said partnerships? It really does feel like week 1 of August, you're going to be moving into one where it's going to feel like you're with your exact counterpart, your twin soul. All right. But yes, something's going to have to go first. Something's going to completely be cut, will burnt away, purified. You'll be purified. So let's see what we got for week 2. Your loved ones are safe. Let go of your fear and worry for your loved ones. I am looking after them. So you do have a guide coming through to let you know that maybe you've been afraid to make certain changes in your life because of a fear of how it will affect your loved ones. Maybe there are people that you are blood related to that perhaps you're worried about, or people you're blood related to that you have to let go of. Even for those of you that have had people pass on physically into, why is my camera a light dim? Well, anyway, you might have had people who have physically passed on and they're letting you know that they are safe. But what I'm really getting, I'm not really picking that up for a lot of you. That might have been for someone specific. I'm really picking up that don't be worried about things that you have to let go of, things that have to die in order for you to get this rebirth. You'll be okay. Your children will be okay. Your loved ones will be okay. All right, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So let's see what else we got. Make a decision. So yeah, it does feel like in week 2, there's some kind of decision you have to make, right? Some kind of choice coming in. And maybe you are worried how this choice or whatever decision you make is going to affect your loved ones. But they're letting you know your loved ones will be safe. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance, which they're letting you know all month. Trust in the messages within. They are divinely guided. Is pointing you toward your own joy. You deserve it. Then I say self-worth and worthiness and value. That's your main thing for the month of August. If you don't feel you deserve or you're worthy of amazing and great things, they're going to pass you by. Sorry about that. I think I hit the camera. But there is a huge choice coming for you during week 2 in August. And you have to make this choice based off of your priorities, what your needs are, and not worry about anyone else because they are safe, okay? It's safe for you to make the moves that will be best for you at this time. Okay. Week 3. Let's see what we got. So you have intention, playing it safe. So for week 3, I'm getting 2 things for you. You can set the intention to say, I'm going to chill. I'm going to pull my energy back from everything that's going on this month and just really relax and not worry about whatever events are going on, outside of my home. I'm going to stay home and I'm going to chill. And that's my intention. Or you are going to find yourself in an energy where you have to get up out of this energy of playing it safe. It's time for you to get out there. You see the fireworks in the distance, like people are celebrating, people are having fun, and you're here like just looking off into space. So week 3, set the intention of what it is you want to experience. If you feel like you want to be out there and you want to celebrate this happiness, this joy that's coming in, then do that. If you didn't make a decision based off of your priorities, then yeah, week 3, you're going to be in an energy of playing it safe. You're probably dimming your light. You're probably missing out on all the action and the amazing celebrations happening that you would have probably been a part of had you made the choice based off of what you want. So if you do follow your heart and divine guidance, I would say set the intention for week 3 to get out of the energy of playing it safe. It feels like that's something that you've done a lot. Dimmed your light, played it safe, didn't really go after the big goals because you felt like, well, if I don't reach them, if I don't set the intention to reach them, then I won't be disappointed. And Spirit is saying you're not reaching them because you're not setting that intent. You're playing it safe. Week 3, go after make a decision to go after something that maybe at one time you were afraid of going after. Look, people friends and colleagues, you are meant to be out having a good ass time and celebrating something in week 3, not playing it safe. Now, if you feel like, maybe you feel like you're not, you don't want to go out, whatever the case may be, that's no big thing. But playing it safe really means you're not making a move to do something out of fear. And if the decisions you're making are based in fear, then yeah, that's going to be an issue for you in week 3 when you see friends and colleagues moving on, having successes, graduations, awards, new relationships, new homes, and you're still sitting there. You have to set the intent to step out of your comfort zone, okay? And I do see a lot of friends inviting you out or giving you, like, trying to give you opportunities to come out and be in there and be in this energy of just fun, okay, and celebrating. Look, intention, the honoring path. So if you don't play it safe and you set the intention to get out there and be amongst your friends and your colleagues and celebrate and go after the things that you want to go after and celebrate these successes, even no matter how small they are, then week 3, you're going to see some kind of award or recognition, maybe grants, maybe a promotion, maybe just people letting you know how dope you are, how great you are coming in. What else we got for week 3? And events, a milestone. There is something you are doing or accomplishing in week 3 by stepping out of your comfort zone. I don't know if your friends are going to pull you out of it and get you involved in something that you would have normally like shied away from, but it's going to have some amazing results. You're going to see that people see your talent, your gifts, they love you for it, and you're going to end up having some kind of celebration. Week 3 is going to involve some kind of celebration of a milestone. Could be an anniversary, a graduation, an award ceremony, a promotion, an engagement. There's just something because you stepped out of dimming your light, because you were able to allow something to die and allow something new to be reborn, because you made a choice that prioritized you. You're going to see an amazing turnaround in week 3 as a result. So let's see how the month pans out. We have the Ice Queen, ideas preserved, non-action entitlement. And I do see, after all of this work, all of this decision making, like death and rebirth, new relationships, decision making, getting out of your comfort zone, getting out there, getting honored, making milestones, completing things that you thought you were never going to complete. By the end of the month, you can rest. Any ideas you have, they can wait till next month. The last week of August, you're being told to chill for a minute, okay? The Well Watcher, wisdom and power of the divine. There's a lot of divine energy with you. A lot of divine energy with you in August. So do not for a second think your prayers are not being heard. You literally have power of the divine. You have divine discernment. You are divinely guided. There's just a lot of, accept divine guidance pointing you toward your joy. You are literally being held by the hand, and the divine is guiding you and giving you a lot of wisdom through different spirit guides. We have an owl here on the shoulder. We have an owl here as a guardian as you rest. And what I'm feeling is, use your wisdom. Know when it's time to pull back. All right? Know that sometimes your well will feel like the water's really low. But when it rains, it's going to fill right back up. That's the power of the divine. So take some time to rest. Pull your energy back at the end of the month. You're entitled to it. You've done so much work. to like really go through a change. I really feel like you're being pushed out of a comfort zone in the month of August. And by the end of it, you're going to have achieved something huge that you thought you weren't going to. That it might have took a long time coming with this. It just feels like some kind of honoring and celebration that by week 4, take a vacation like alone or with a loved one or just alone and just really let yourself recharge and just relax. Yeah. That's what I got for you, my pal twos. Wonderful August ahead for you. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. We always welcome new light workers. Don't forget to check out the description for other ways we can vibe so you can book your personal reading. Join the tribe on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all my platforms. And remember, the end of August is the deadline for your deposit to go on the Bognessa retreat to Guinea. It's going to be beautiful. And it's not just drum and dance for those that are like, well, I'm not into drumming, I'm not into dancing. We'll go to concerts. We're going to also do environmental work. Well, at least the first steps of it. I really, really am interested in getting solar power into smaller, poorer parts of Conakry, Guinea. But that's another talk for another time. I'm sending y'all so much light and love, peace, blessings, and all the amazing blessings and good stuff that comes in from being a part of this light tribe. And I'll be back with Pal 3. See y'all. Hey, Pal 3. Welcome to your reading. You were drawn to Haniel. I was also drawn to this pal, so I'm very interested, as I was with all the pals, because I always feel like there's a message in every pal for everyone who's drawn to the Sit With Me sessions. But there's just that one pal that is like going to be your main pal. And I feel like Haniel is here to give you some advice about just loving and letting love in. Embraced by love is her message. And this card is your advice card. And I'm doing the advice cards first rather than last this time, so we could just focus on the month ahead after. But it says, let love reach where it has never reached before. So I do feel for you, my dears, that there may be a fear of either a new love that's presented itself or just the idea of you being loved. I feel like for some of you, you have a lot of people who look to you or look up to you, and maybe it's really overwhelming sometimes to think of where this love can go, like how many, how high, how much, and I think you feel a nervousness with responsibility to make sure you are never a disappointment to those who love you. But they're letting you know your advice for the month of August is to not be afraid of love going to heights that you have only dreamt of, okay? I don't know why it's still doing that. I literally turned off light adjustment and it's still doing it anyway. But I apologize for that, guys. Hopefully in the future, this will not be an issue. But anyway, so you're being advised for the month of August to not be afraid of love. Loving yourself so much that it's like, wow. It's not arrogance. It's not conceit. You're not out there saying, hey, I'm better than you. You're saying, I love me a lot. And that is what is called for you for this month. This is your advice. And in doing that, you're able to accept love from others. And you're able to also send that love out. But I really feel you're someone who has been doing that. You send it out. Your heart center is bright. But you see how the hands are here? That's a hand mudra of support. And it does feel like you need a reminder of how much you are loved. And don't be afraid of how high it can reach. The levels of love are infinite. And I think in August, you're going to find out just how much you are loved. Now let's see what else advice you get. What other advice you get from the zodiac signs. This was literally the sign that it was already on. And I said, let me roll it again. This is the sign of Capricorn. Okay. So if we got Capricorn energy coming through for you in August, this lets me know you are really going to be focused on your career. You're going to be feeling so ambitious. I do see maybe something you do causing you to be able to receive love, because it's like embraced by love. There's just going to be so much love around you. I'm also hearing your guides are really going to be loving you, and they already are, but it just feels like they're going to be added loving support, okay, for you in August. There's something you're meant to do that you have ambitions towards. It has to be a long time coming, because Capricorn is the energy of enterprises and kingdoms, and those don't just form overnight. This is something you've been working towards. Capricorn is also the energy of society, where you stand in society. And so for you to reach a certain level, to be revered or looked at in a certain way in society, you had to work for that. So I do see your advice is to know that there is a goal that you've always wanted that's going to come in, that's going to bring you a lot of love and appreciation and gratitude. And there's a need for you to embrace it, because I do get from you, Pal 3, that you struggle with being embraced by love. Maybe sometimes it makes you afraid you can't stay what's the word I'm looking for, that you won't be able to meet the standards of whatever called in this loving energy. You won't be able to sustain it, and that has been an issue for you, because that's what makes it hard for you to keep this light energy going. It's like you almost repel love, but you're giving it. So when you give, you're going to receive it. But then when it's coming back, it's almost like you're afraid, like, oh my God. And they're telling you for August, no. Open up, receive it. Let love reach where it has never reached before. Okay? Okay. So let's see your week 1 for you for August. I do see some happiness and prosperity. My citrine just did a nice little spin around there. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Well, there we go. Be patient, my dear. You have been. When you get the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles moves really slow, but they are perfection. Like, they take their time, because they want to make sure when it comes in right. And it does feel like there's something you have been working on slowly, or it feels like it's been moving very slowly, that in the first week of August, you're going to start to see evidence that it was worth the wait. Evidence that it's coming in, that the horse is finally moving. Things are finally going. It's finally your turn. 6 of Swords. So for some of you, I see moving, travel. A lot of you I see moving away. So first week of August, you may find yourself moving. Some of you into an area that's very, very nature-based and connected, where there's outdoor recreational activities right nearby your home. It puts you in a place that's very healing for you, and mentally and emotionally healing. And it does feel like it was a long time coming. Something you've been wanting, a place you've been wanting. So for many of you, I do feel like this is a move for the better. For others of you, this is you leaving behind something that was holding you back from your prosperity. Maybe somebody that's in a lack energy or mindset. Maybe jealous people who didn't want to see you move forward. Well, week 1 of August, you're leaving that behind. But for most of you, this is a move or travel. If you're not looking to move, you're going to travel somewhere. And maybe it's both. Maybe right now you're not seeing how you're going to get these funds, because it seems like they're trickling in slowly. But it's going to happen. The Hierophant. Just keep the faith. Okay? You are a very spiritual person, and your spirituality is going to shine through. It's like almost like you're getting an extra blessing in the first week of August because of your faith and your trust. You must have really had it for a long time with the Hierophant here. You had to truly, truly believe, be a believer that you're being guided for you to have these come out like this. It just really feels like someone who's being guided and blessed in the first week because of that guidance. You're going to be spiritually guided to wherever it is you're moving to or traveling to. It's going to be spiritual activity that takes place as well. If you travel, maybe a retreat. And if it's not a retreat, you're going to do some spiritual work wherever it is. This is great. All right, let's see week 2, August. For my pal 3s. Stay the course. Didn't I say faith? Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. So I feel like for you guys, this is advice for you right now whenever you are seeing this, no matter which week of August this is. Okay? Stay the course. Maybe it feels like scary, I'm hearing. Not even like bumpy, I'm hearing scary. Wherever you're traveling to or maybe moving to, it just feels like you're spiritually being pushed in this direction, but maybe you're starting to feel like, oh my God, this might be overwhelming. This might be more than I expected. I'm also hearing for some of you, this could be a career. Second week, you might be feeling like, or when our course just made me think of a workshop or a class you're in or school, and it might feel like maybe I shouldn't have done this, maybe I shouldn't have got involved in this, maybe this was not what I should have done right now, but they're telling you no, you were supposed to. Nothing's a mistake. Don't panic. All right, just learn from what's happening and keep going. And that's what you've been doing all along, I'm hearing. Put your creative energy into action. Week 2 is going to be about your creativity. So this pile here, I feel like there's something about you as an artist in some way, or as a creative thinker. You have a creative mind, a way of doing things that's different from everyone else. It says Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark your creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something beautiful. It helps me is Archangel Michael. I'm sorry, these are the Archangel Michael cards. So you already got Archangel Michael rocking with you. But he's letting you know that Gabriel is also going to be joining him in August to help you spark your creativity and communicate your vision and motivate you to create something beautiful. I do feel maybe there is something that you are hoping to create or something you want to do. In the second week of August, you might feel like it's not manifesting, or you feel like, it's just, I'm starting something that I really want to do, but it's not showing me any like incentive to keep going this way. Maybe it's the wrong way. And they're saying, no, it's not. It's not the wrong way. This is what you need for your vision or your creative ideas or whatever to come into fruition. Okay? Stay the course, week 2. All right? No matter how slow something takes to manifest, it's going to come in week 2. All right? But at the beginning of the week, you could feel a little worried. Like, is it manifesting? Did I make the right choice? Don't worry. You did. All right? There's probably just one last thing you needed to learn before things are going to fully come out into the way that they're meant to for you. Okay? So week 3, what do we have? Your consciousness. A consciousness of lack. So week 3, you have to make sure you are leaving this energy behind. And this is an energy that my tribe deals with a lot. Okay? And lack doesn't always mean a consciousness of lack in prosperity. For some reason, right, this card here, this mindset here is not giving me a financial lack. It's making me think of a lack of love in a way. There are coins here, but it feels like perhaps maybe with this Capricorn energy this month for you, it's also giving me the energy of maybe feeling like you're not getting the love or you don't see the love, or you're not used to receiving love because it's here. So it's like, it's not that you're lacking. You have books here, so there's knowledge and there's a lot of love for you, like set in stone, like people that just love you, and money and prosperity, like the gateway to it here. But it's like in your mind, you feel like maybe it's not going to happen. Maybe you're not going to be able to maintain this. It's not going to last. You don't know enough. There's some self-doubt in week 3. Okay? And you can't doubt. You have to know that you are love, you are worthy of love. You're worthy of prosperity as well. Okay? You are very knowledgeable as well as creative. So, week 3, don't doubt that you made any wrong moves. Don't doubt that any love or money that's coming your way is not going to last. That's also what I'm hearing, that maybe you feel like, oh, this is great, but it doesn't last. It's going to last, okay? Look at the people, the loving women. So many of you are meant to work with women. That's going to be your prosperity. And then some of you are going to come into a relationship with a woman that is going to be either a deep friendship or a love relationship on a romantic level. Just know this person is very loyal, with the dog here symbolizing loyalty, safety, protection. All right. So this is letting you know that the people you help or the people you are with love you, and you are the only one that's seeing this drought or feeling like this won't last. Energy, planning, and action. Okay? Week 3 is going to have you taking action on the things you've planned. It does feel like you've been planning this. With the Knight of Pentacles, you had to be working on something for a while. And this month it's manifesting, okay? Week 3, action is going to be happening based off of these plans, based off of the creative energy that you put in the work week 2. And you just have to get out of that consciousness that it's not going to last, because the plans you made are going to manifest. It's like the time is now. I was about to say you have all the time in the world, but with that clock, it just made me stop and go, the time is now. The time is now. And it is showing again, traveling. So there's something with travel in August for you that's going to be very important and a part of your plan. Like, that's going to just go into action. Maybe, I'm even hearing for some of you, someone coming to you. It's just some kind of plan you've had for a while. It's going to really start moving in August. Cycle. New beginning. Oh my God, I feel so good for you, my pile 3s. Some of you are going to find that you are giving birth to a literal baby. Some of you are going to find that maybe when you thought you could not, you can have children. Some of you are going to have a whole new beginning physically, like your body's going to get a reboot. Your ideas are going to get a reboot. Your life is getting a whole reboot. Week 3 is like a new life for you. Get out of this energy. And I do feel that maybe you are moving out of it. With this energy of planning and action, I think you're going to realize that what you have brought in is here because of your planning and the actions you took. And the people that are supporting you, the women that are behind you. And it's going to usher in a whole new beginning for you, a whole new world, just really feeling reborn, maybe even youthful, energy at a high, just feeling really, really good and looking good is what I'm hearing as well. I'm also hearing for some of you that you are the loving woman and that this is how people will be seeing you, okay? People will be seeing you in this light, and you're going to gain a lot of loyal people that want to be in your energy because you are somebody who helps them to do the things that they want to do in this world. You let them see that they can manifest what it is they want to bring into fruition and have new beginnings as well. Wow. For some of you, you teach by example or lead by example. You're an inspiration. Week 4, my pal threes. Look at that bright light. You have the winged wise ones, angelic help, miraculous aid. And that is the energy I'm getting. It's going to just feel like miracles happening all through August for you. Things that you have been working on that you thought may not happen. Like the angels are coming through to let you know, oh, it's happening. It's happening, baby. Okay? It is happening. I'm also getting a lot of ascended masters as well. With this dove always makes me think of Jesus Christ energy. Yeah. Week 4 is going to be a lot of miracles coming in. Things that you might have felt like you were overlooked for. You're going to be like, oh my God, it's coming in. My prayers were heard. The Shadow Queen, acquiring knowledge, insecurity, and manipulation. So I do feel the shadow work you've been doing, because you have been doing shadow work, whether you've been aware of it or not. You've been having to take a look at the sides of you that are not so great, like the consciousness of lack. That's the number one side I'm hearing that you really have been having to take a look at, because it gets in the way of your creativity. It gets in the way of you being able to be embraced by love. And by week 4, there's some kind of knowledge that you're going to come upon. I do see a lot of crystal energy around you. So make sure you got some crystals, my pal threes. They'll work wonders for you. I see you really realizing that insecurity has been a problem as well. Just being insecure and not trusting that you're going the right way because you're not seeing the results that you expected or when you expected them. And there's just some kind of knowledge you're gaining by week 4 that's going to keep you from being manipulated by other people. I feel like that's been an issue you've had for a while as well, where people are able to manipulate you because you have such a big heart and use you. And for that, you could be a little insecure. Like, you know, maybe there's a lot of love coming in and you're like so used to being used, you kind of want to hide and withdraw. But know that you have angelic guides. You're being really, really guided by the angels and ascended masters. This is a spiritually guided month for you. And everything that's coming in is in divine order. So nobody's going to be able to stop you or get in your way. What you know now, you didn't know before. So the same things can't happen to you again because you are now wiser. Okay? And you got miracles coming in for you. So embrace them. Open up to receive, my pal threes. That is the message for you for the month of August. Open up to receive. A lot of love and loyalty coming in. Huge moves and travels and new beginnings. That's what I got for you. I hope that was clear, because you got a great month ahead. If this resonated, give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Please book a personal reading with me so that you could get more insight personalized to your situation by going to my website, S.T.E.A.M Healing. STEAMintuitivehealingarts.com. Sorry about that. And join all my platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Get into it with Amina and get even more into it with me by coming on the Bonessa retreat to Guinea. Oh my God, we're going to do some great things there. The deadline to put your deposit down is August 31st. I hope to get to know all of you and do some healing work with you guys in the motherland. I'm sending you so much light and love, peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of this light tribe. And I thank everybody for being here with me during this episode of STEAM Intuitive Therapy. Book your personal session today. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Until next time, bye.